Well, as soon as I just got home, the remaining cards for Duelist Advance was revealed, and we have a throwback to a old character for the GX anime, I guess, a reference in one of the trap cards, but let's get right into it. We're going to be looking at the Wake Up Mocha. It is a level 3 Wind Aqua effect monster, 1000 attack and 100 defense. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn, and you can target one face down defense position monster on the field, special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, change that monster to attack position. If this card is flipped face up, you could target one face up monster on the field. It gains 1000 attack, but send it to the graveyard during the end phase, and once per turn during the end phase, you could change this card to a face down defense position. So it's kind of like a Mimighoul tech where you could just target a face down Mimighoul on your opponent's field, flip it face up for a fourth flip to summon this from the hand, and it gets flipped face up. So it's very useful for that. But we'll have to wait and see on what that happens. Next up, we have the Star Ham. It is a light beast synchro effect monster, level 3, just for your Yummy and the whole entire AFD deck if you can make it. It takes one tuner plus one or more non-tuners, and you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is synchro summoned, you can discard one card, special summon one monster from the graveyard that was used as a synchro material for this card's synchro summon, and if you do, treat it as a tuner. And if this card is in your graveyard, you can discard two cards, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. So it's just a better martial metal marcher, and overall, very solid synchro monster for a free agent. Then we have Sudden Thunder Swamp. It is a continuous spell, and you can only activate one card with this card's name per turn, and you can only use the second effect of this card's name each once per turn. When this card is activated, you can discard one card, and if you do, set one continuous trap from your deck or graveyard with an effect that special summons itself as a monster, except the discarded card. If a card you control is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard or banished face up, you can target one of them and add one card with the same name from your deck to your hand. This is really good for ODN because it gives you additional consistency to set your continuous traps from your deck or your used ones from the graveyard, so you have something for a backup. So overall, a very decent spell card, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. Then we have Shipment Error. It is a normal trap card, and when a card or effect is activated that includes an effect that adds a card from the deck to the hand, the activated effect becomes your opponent takes one card from their deck for you to add to your hand, and you must keep that card revealed. And during the end phase of this turn, shuffle it into the deck, and if you do, draw one. So your opponent gives you a card, has it stay revealed, puts it back during the end phase, and shuffles back. A very interesting card. Kind of want to see how it's going to be worded for the TCG for this. Then we also have Spirit Hunters being a continuous trap, literally a reference to GX, and once per turn during your opponent's standby phase, you can activate one of these effects. You place one monster from your deck and use Battle Trap Card Zone as a face of continuous spell. Crystal Beast, literally, and your opponent can special summon one monster card with the less original attack than their life points from their Spell and Trap Card Zone to their field, and then they pay life points equal to its original attack. If an effect monsters you own is special summoned to your opponent's field, you can send this card face up from the Spell and Trap Card Zone to the graveyard, special summon one level 4 lower monster from your deck. And it could be used in Mimighoul, I guess, because you own the Mimighouls, you summon it to your opponent's side, and then you can send this to summon out a free Mimighoul master from the deck. Overall, the final cards are very interesting. A couple of them are actually really good, and a couple of them are kind of head scratchers. And also, we also had another news with Justice Hunters here. Everything from the site has been redacted. And that means we don't know when it's going to be coming out, because if we take a look at the link from the page being here, the Justice Hunters link I have, it literally just opens up into this because they just took it all down. And kind of sad because I was very excited for it, but there is that. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy that. Also, there is this here. An altar? Is that? Because that's the wrong one. this right here, the database. So the database link, as we can see, we could just go all the way down and we get to see, I don't know what this is. It's probably an error. It's not an error. It's actually a card that's going to be in the set, but I don't see it on here, which is very weird. Is it under this? But that is very interesting that we have a Gaga Gaga or Gaga. Yeah, this is Gaga Gaga Girl. Isn't it? Would it be that? But huh, we actually have a Gaga Gaga Girl alt art. Let me just let me just see real quick. That is actually very crazy that Gaga Gaga Girl is getting a alternate art, as we can see on the database here. Sorry about stretching that video out for a while. Oh yeah, it's in the SP1, which has a lot of the reprints. So that's actually very nice. Huh. I am actually happy about that. So we have a new alternate art for Gaga Girl. But anyways, I've been BoltSpider. See you guys in the next video, and goodbye.